Test on one day. India, England, Australia. What a player, what a player, what a player.
Welcome back everybody to Waadaplaya Concussion Sub-Series. Lots of cricket happening. So we spoke about plenty of tournaments and series happening. So today, let's focus on another series coming up in June. June's coming up to be a fantastic one for cricket lovers. This time West Indies versus South Africa. South Africa are touring the Caribbean. It should be fun for them during summer, beach time. So to talk about what they're going to do going to West Indies, we got Vaishak back into the action, and this time Akash, no Sanjay. How are you?
Great to see cricket matches.
Before South Africa going to tour for West Indies, let's look at their previous series performances, how they were. I think South Africa toured Pakistan, which was a historic series, and South Africa lost by 2-0, which is huge, understandable, subcontinent. And then West Indies versus Sri Lanka was the previous series, and it was a drawn series 0-0. So both the teams have a point to prove, especially South Africa. And looks like the team is completely new. Just before the show started, all three of us were reviewing the squad, and I must confess, half of them are brand new faces. But let's see how that is coming up. So Vaishak, why don't you take us through what can we expect from the series?
Yeah, so the series starts off with the test matches. So there is a 2 test match series which starts in St Lucia. The first one starts at 10. First test match starts at 10, then ends in 14. Then there's a 4-day gap and then the second test starts with 18th to 22nd. And then there's no ODI series. There's a T20 series, 5-match T20 series. I think many teams are focused now on T20s because of the T20 World Cup coming in. So there are we can expect a lot of T20 series at the moment. So there are 5 T20s on 26, 27, 29, 1st and 3rd. So it is going to be a very keenly contested series and looking forward to more.
Yeah, I am looking forward for T20 series because last time West Indies plays T20 versus Sri Lanka, we all saw what Kieron Pollard did. So maybe another repeat of 6 sixes? Never know. So how are the squads looking? Who are the players to watch out for, Akash?
The squads look pretty new on both the sides actually. If you look at what happened to South Africa and Pakistan, post that you had the retirement of Faf du Plessis, and there were a lot of changes into the entire squad. You can see new faces like Keegan Peterson coming in. You can see Bjorn Hendricks, Cyril Arvey, and also Marco Hansen was picked by Mumbai Indians, into this particular squad. So let's go one by one. Let's look at the West Indies squad first. West Indies, after having toured Bangladesh, they have decided to retain the captaincy with Craig Brathwaite. So Holder no longer is the captain, and Brathwaite, who seemed to perform well as in the captaincy front, is going to hold on to his captaincy. Followed by Jermaine Blackwood as the vice captain, Kruma Bonner and Kyle Mayers. These were the finds of the tour of Bangladesh, so they have retained their places. Followed by Roston Chase, who's coming back into the squad. He was dropped because of poor form, but he's coming back now into the squad. Rakeem Cornwall, please don't go by the size. He's a perfect all-rounder who can tonk the ball well. He can spin the ball well as well. He's a perfect all-rounder which West Indies was looking for. Then you have your Joshua De Silva, who's a very good wicket-keeper batsman. Jason Holder, the best all-rounder possible in the circuit going on right now. Shai Hope is back into the squad as well. He was again dropped for poor form, but he's one of the classier batsmen, if you were to believe West Indies vice president's words out there. Followed by Alzarri Joseph. Kieron Powell again makes his way back. He's an opener who was again dropped because of the poor run. He's back again after crunching some good runs back in domestic. Followed by Kemar Roach and an exciting young prospect, Jayden Souls, who is really quick and is making news for his pace back in the inter-squad tournament which is going on between West Indies in there. Followed by Proteus squad out here. Dean Elgar is the skipper. Temba Bavuma, Quinton de Kock, a first run for Cyril Arvey. Bjorn Hendricks, George Linde, gets a chance once again following his good series against Pakistan. Keshav Maharaj is his spin twin and of course the leading spinner in their team. Aiden Makram, Vian Mulder, Lungi Engidi, Notke, all pace bowlers out there who can do damage to West Indies. Followed by Keegan Peterson and Marco Hansen, first chances out there. Kagiso Rabada, let's see what we can expect out of him on these spicy West Indian pitches. Followed by Tabraiz Shamsi, Subrayan, another spinner, Rassi van der Dusen, Kyle Verreynne, and Lizard Williams. So completely new faces for South Africa out there.
I've always wondered this, and this happened with Sri Lankan players also. How on earth, Akash, can you pronounce these names, dude? How can you do that?
I mean, probably just have to go through them during the domestic series or how the commentators pronounce their names. Otherwise, it's pretty difficult to catch any of these names. Nkrumah Bona or a Saral Ervi. It's pretty difficult for you to get hold of it. Just have to follow them regularly.
Very impressive, Akash. Very impressive.
Cool.
Yeah,
Ishak, if you can.
Going on to the 11, I think West Indies have 13, so I think they'll have an easier job of selecting the 11 because with their home side, they've come in with a 10 squad. I think Jaden Seals might not play. Though he's an exciting prospect, he was picked by KKR earlier, and I think he has played a match for KKR as well. But I think he might still sit out. And another one which I'm expecting to sit out is Shai Hope, because he's been a little bit blow hot, blow cold. And if you see over his career, which has lasted long, he has only scored 2 or 3 centuries and average is only in the 20s. So he has not justified his talent. So I feel like these are the 2 who will sit out, and the rest of the squad, I think, select themselves. And Joshua Da Silva is also an exciting talent to watch out for. He performed pretty well in England, and his keeping, he kept in the last test match where the regular keeper was injured, and I think his keeping was pretty impressive there as well. So he's one to watch out for there. And yeah, Nkrumah Bonner and Kyle Mayers. These were the 2 who won the matches for West Indies in Bangladesh, and it'll be interesting how they carry on their form and go ahead. So that's about the West Indies 11. And South Africa have a large squad to choose from, and there are quite a few new faces to be expected. There's a lot of void in that middle order because of Faf du Plessis' retirement, and there's also a captaincy change with Dean Elgar coming in. Quinton de Kock was not keen to captain, and he was an interim captain. So that is, again, the captaincy has changed. Quite a lot of changes in captaincy in the last 6 months. This is the 3rd captain for them in the last 6 months. So like quite a lot of instability there. So coming to South Africa, it's like Dean Elgar will open, and Temba Bavuma will bat at number 4 probably, and Quinton de Kock will definitely play. Keegan Peterson will be one to watch out for, and he might take Faf du Plessis' place at number 5. He would be the only debutant in the squad. The pace bowlers select themselves, I think, Lungi Ngidi, Hendrik Nokia, and Kagiso Rabada. And the spinner would be Keshav Maharaj.
Okay, so captaincy aspect is important on both sides. Dean Elgar for red ball, and then Temba Bavuma for white ball for South Africa, and then West Indies Craig Brathwaite. And I think Jason Holder, he was disappointed that he was not chosen as a captain. Is it expected? Is it an aftermath of Bangladesh tour backing out?
Holder seems to be a good captain, and there's no doubt about it. But when you look at crunch situations, when teams are going to places like Bangladesh during such circumstances, and then you step up, so you have to give show faith in them. You can't just give them one series and just say, okay, we took you to a tougher place when others were not willing to come. We give you the captains only for that spot, and then give it back to somebody else. So it is like showing faith in Craig Brathwaite. You did a good job in Bangladesh. It is a very difficult place for West Indies to play against the spinners, and they did pretty well out there. Again, coming back against Sri Lanka as well, they performed pretty well under Brathwaite. So it's like showing confidence in him. Holder is definitely the special player. It's like you're releasing him from captaincy duties, but you're telling him that you're still a special player. You have to perform well with the bat and ball. And you never know, in future, he might get a captaincy back again from a West Indies perspective.
And he acknowledged that though it was surprising that he didn't get chosen as captain, it is probably less pressure on him, and he probably will enjoy the game better. So if West Indies cricket is benefiting out of it and still squeezing performances, it's totally okay. Look at Rohit Sharma versus Virat Kohli. There's always an ongoing debate, but as long as both of them work together and produce results for the country, that's all should matter. What about South Africa? Is Dean Elgar settling into the leadership role?
So Dean Elgar has captained previously for South Africa. He was an interim captain, so I think it was a safe bet for them to go back to him, because like you're having a captain, as I said, you're having three captains in the last 6 years or 1 month, which is not a good sign. So you need to have a settled captain and a long-term captain. So it was a good sign going back to Dean Elgar because he's already had the taste of the captaincy. And I think, and again, it would take him time because it's a new look squad at the moment. It's not something he has to build the squad. He has to build the team from scratch now. So it would be a challenge for him. It would be interesting, like how he copes up and builds a new team at the moment.
Okay, excellent. So that's about the squads. Looking forward for it. Test matches and T20s.
Well, this doesn't have any impact on any kind of a WTC championship or the Super League in ODIs for that matter. But yeah, the T20s will be pretty exciting considering that the World Cup is coming up this year. So, and both are very good teams, mind you, South Africa and West Indies. Both are very good T20 champion teams. But prior to that, you have a formality of 2 test matches which they have to complete. So let's hope that the test series are as exciting as the T20 series which comes up later.
Okay, now that we have seen the past performances, seen what is lined up for South Africa to tour West Indies and the squads, a lot of new faces. Quick series predictions for both test matches and T20, starting with Vishak. What is your call?
For the test matches, I feel West Indies have the upper hand because South Africa looks pretty inexperienced and they're playing away. And looking at the past away record for South Africa, it is not that good and they've been losing matches as well. And West Indies, with their first string players back, like Jason Holder and all those, they look little stronger. So I think West Indies will win the series 1-0 or 2-0. And for the T20 series, I think it will be keenly fought because South Africa are a good T20 side as well. But we should not discount West Indies as well because we all know, like with the likes of Kyron Pollard and the likes coming back, and they are the reigning world champions. So it will be a keenly fought series. Closely fought series. I think it will be around 3-2 for West Indies again.
Okay, so you're going both Test series and T20s West Indies. Okay, big call. Home series, I understand that. But South Africa is coming in with a rough patch, so probably they will come back, Akash?
I feel so. I mean, Test series, I believe, is going to be a drawn series. I think it will be a fight between both the pace batteries of both the sides, especially with rainy conditions out there in West Indies. There will be a bit of a movement, and off the pitch as well, there will be some support for the fast bowlers from both the sides. And both are really good pace attacks out there. So I think it will be 1-1 in the Test series. Again, as Vishak pointed out, the T20 series is going to be keenly contested. You have good hitters on both the sides. But I'm going to, slightly dwell towards West Indies for the T20 series.
Okay, drawn Test series and West Indies winning the T20 series.
Yep.
I feel South Africa are going to push hard because they won, as I said, are coming in with a little bit of a low form, and 2, they have point to prove overseas tour. So Test series will be hardly fought, probably 1-1 draw, but T20s, probably I'm going with South Africa 3-2.
Little contrasting opinion from us, but yeah.
Well, let's see how that pans out. Very good, very good. This was useful. Again, as usual, there is a reason why you guys are called resident experts and gurus. You know everything about global cricket, no matter what series is going on. Thanks for bringing this content back. Before going, couple of quick things. First things is thoughts and prayers for the folks in India with COVID situation. Like we said in earlier episodes, slightly better compared to May. Vaccination is opening up, so please try and get first opportunity to get vaccinated. Even if you're vaccinated, please practice the social distancing rule, wear masks, and stay home unless absolutely needed. Please do not go out because second wave was hard and we do not want to repeat the mistakes which we had done in second wave. So thanks for that. And Akash and Vishak, again, appreciate you bringing in the content. I'm sure the viewers will appreciate it. And if folks who are watching, if there is reaction, comments, feedback for us, use the comment. And it has been a while for us to get some new subscribers. So it'll be fantastic if you click that subscribe button. Until next time, take care and see you soon.
Take care, guys. Stay safe.
Stay safe, everyone.